Okay, I'm back on Battlefield 6. Probably just gonna be what I play to record from now on, because I have too much fun with this game. I'm actually working on a Battlefield 6 video. I thought it was gonna be out by now. Mm-mm. It's not. It's not. I'm a little upset about it. At myself for it. Not just about it, because it was my own fault. But I haven't recorded in a while. Just because I'm trying to work. Wow, I can't fucking speak. I've been trying to work on that video, and that's just writing right now. But we'll see what happens. This mode's about to leave. It's the mode where you start freezing to death and you gotta collect intel or something and blow shit up or something. I don't really understand what we're doing, but I know what I gotta do. And you can get laid down in it, which I think is pretty cool. I don't like that there's shield though. Please, please. They're not gonna pick me up. I know, super unique topic to talk about, but I wanted to talk about AI for a little bit, cause Claire Obscure just won Game of the Year, and it won some indie award. And then it got disqualified because apparently it lied about its use of AI. Which is fucking crazy. I think it's like Game of the Year award should be taken away for that too. Because why do you feel like you have to lie to win this? And you know why, it's because you used fucking AI. And if I hear about AI being used in any game, I just won't play it. I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Got to that pinball map. Quit playing it. I was so excited for that fucking game too. That was my most anticipated game of this year. Shit. Yeah, so that really bummed me out about that. And then Claire Obscure got its award taken away. Did nobody know that AI was used in that game until that point? Because I thought they had to disclose that at least through Steam. And if they didn't, I feel like there should be a little bit harsher consequences than just an award taken away from them. But that's just me. It's just, it blows my mind how developers try and justify the use when people have been making games for fucking years without needing it in any capacity. Like, I don't give a fuck if it makes the process that much faster. Take your fucking time with the game you want to make. And actually make it in your own vision and not some fucking form of mimicry. Buddy, I'll come back inside. Oh, cool. I pick you up, you don't want to pick me up. Just because I'm the medic doesn't mean we don't need help too. My team is also getting fucking shit on this game. Oh, bigger news than some Game Award bullshit. I'm getting my hours swapped at my job finally, so I'm no longer working 2 to 10:30. I'll be able to work 9 to 5:30 starting on the 29th. Christmas is coming up. Super excited for that, because I'll finally be able to fucking buy Arc Raiders. These hours have just been eating my money alive, and it's my fault. Like, I'm taking the days off, but it's either that or I get fucking depressed because I don't see anybody ever. Because if I can't do shit during the week, I will not be happy. I already know that from fucking experience. Where did I get shot from? But I'm glad that'll change now. Because that means I can start going to movies again during the week. I can start playing video games with my friends during the week. I can go to bed at a decent time and wake up at a decent time. Because I woke up... I was going to try and wake up at 7 today just to like try and get used to that before I actually start the shift. Couldn't do it, but that's because I got off of work at midnight last night from the theater. Oh, I'll tell you guys what happened to the theater last night. Okay, so my boss's, I think, nephew works with us, which I don't know why. Because one of his younger relatives had also tried to start working at that theater. I think earlier this year, maybe last year. I think this year though. And there were like fears of favoritism and shit like that. And so we just, not we, they just decided to push him over to the other theater that the company owns. And, you know, because the two GMs are buddy or whatever. They're fucking besties to a weird extent, but I won't get into that. So he's working. His nephew's working for us right now. And when an employee is done working at the theater, you have to like print a checkout slip for him. Okay, following along. Here's the thing. It's company policy. Only managers can do that. A normal employee is absolutely not allowed to do it in any capacity, in any way, at all, ever. I was managing last night. I let this kid go. Then I go back to the office to keep doing my office shit, and then I go back up to grab his till. His checkout's already printed. Well, there's another assistant up at the box office. So this wasn't even my first thought, because whenever another manager would print a checkout slip for another manager, they would walk in and let them know. That didn't happen though. But this manager's like new enough to where, you know, maybe he doesn't know that. But also, the checkout slip is on the counter. Another big no-no. That has to be tucked away in a spot that has to be unlocked. So that's weird. So yeah, I asked the other manager. He was like, no, I didn't do that. I was like, okay, did you happen to see anybody messing with his till or anything? He's like, no. Okay, whatever. I'm not really going to interrogate him. He has no reason to lie. So then I go back behind the concessions area, and there's still like 4 people working at this point. And I pull all of them to the back one by one, because as soon as I'm thinking it's one of these people, and the moment I figure it out, I gotta be like, I just gotta talk to him. I gotta be like, hey, you can't do that. I don't want to do that in front of the other fucking employees, because it's a little embarrassing for that person. I pulled all of them back. 3 of them didn't know shit. The 4th person did know something, and they were happy as fuck to tell me, because apparently it was the nephew who printed out his own checkout slip, and he was like flexing on the other employees that he fucking knew how to do it, which is weird, because who fucking showed him that? Who do I think showed him that? My boss. I think my boss showed him that, because my boss is a fucking piece of shit. And he's weird, and he would do some shit like this. But I texted my boss and our number 2 in a group chat, and I tried to downplay it a little bit, just to play a little dumb and be like, oh, I don't know if this kid's supposed to be in trouble for this. I know he is. But I also, like, I'm not gonna immediately come after him, because I don't want to hear anything from my fucking boss about it. And I also didn't just text my boss, because then he can just not do anything about it. But if I text the number 2 as well, because the nobody at the theater likes him. Nobody at the theater likes my boss, because he sucks. Okay, let's just clarify that. So I threw in the number 2 to make sure, like, something's gonna happen from this. And if it doesn't, at least I have proof with another person. So we'll see what happens from that. I don't think anything will. If anything, the kid won't get fired, which I think he should, because he sucks at his fucking job. And like, if you're to the extent where you're flexing on people about how you know what to do and shit, somebody showed you. Somebody shouldn't have showed you. And I don't know a single manager there that would have shown them, besides my fucking boss. So hope to God this guy gets fired. My boss, not the kid, but the kid also. Oh, I got like mega beef with my boss right now too, because he insinuated that I was stealing like 2 weeks ago. Because I was counting, that night at least, I counted the tills, and one till was off $50, and it was even more than its deposit. Like, the deposit itself wasn't $50. The till itself was short $13, because at the end of the night we have to get, this is a box till, we have to get the box tills to 300 even. They're ready to be like put out the next day. It couldn't even reach that. So I called my boss immediately. I was like, hey, this till is off $50. What do you want me to do? Context, the week before, another till, its deposit was off $30. I want you to keep in mind, none of these tills are mine, and he has made such a big deal about us only using our own tills because that was not an issue, but we used to do that pretty frequently, where we just used to use tills as we wished. So I called him, said, hey, $50 is missing from this till. What do you want me to do? It's not even at 300. He for a minute, he's like, oh, I can't do that. And then, you know what he fucking says to me? He says, well, why does all this money keep going missing on Sundays? In the most bitchy, like, accusatory tone in the fucking world. At that point, just say it out loud, dude. Just say I am stealing, so then I can do something about it. But honestly, I like that job too much to fucking leave it. Or, like, want to get fired. So, one, I'm not gonna steal. And two, I'm not just gonna, like, get on him for fucking insinuating anything. Which I probably should have. I probably should have been like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Just so he can actually fucking confront what he's trying to say about me. But I didn't. Because honestly, part of me was feeling like it would happen again next week, and I'd call him up again, and then he'd finally do it. But it didn't, luckily. Because it's just a pain in the ass when it does happen anyway. So, yeah, that's that. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about other than that stuff. It's just me rambling. Hopefully this made sense. I feel like I was stumbling over my words half the time. But, I don't know. We'll see when I fucking edit this. And I hope I have that Battlefield video out the week after this gets posted. It'll be the new year. So that's exciting. Or no, it won't be the new year. It'll almost be. Okay. And bye-bye.